Imagine this: one of rugby league's most decorated legends, a man who bled Broncos blue and green, drags his team to the brink of immortality in the grand final only to be unceremoniously dumped like yesterday's trash just 12 months later. What dark secrets could force a club to betray its hero? The betrayal that rocked the NRL world and left fans reeling. Stick around, because the truth will blow your mind. If you're hooked on this drama, smash the like button now, subscribe for more explosive NRL breakdowns, and hit the bell. Your front row seat to the chaos starts right here. Kevin Walters was no ordinary coach. He was the heartbeat of Brisbane, a 5-time premiership winner as a player whose cunning halfback brain had orchestrated state of origin triumphs and turned underdogs into contenders. Hired in 2021 amid the Broncos' wilderness years, Walters inherited a fractured squad drowning in dysfunction, egos clashing, stars underperforming, and a fanbase baying for blood after years of mediocrity. Yet, with his trademark grit and old-school passion, he welded them together, instilling belief where doubt once reigned. By mid-2023, whispers turned to roars as the Broncos surged up the ladder, toppling giants and rewriting narratives. But just when it seemed destiny was calling, a shadow loomed: whispers of boardroom unrest, subtle cracks in the locker room harmony. What if the man who built the beast was about to be fed to it? The climb was steep, but the fall? Catastrophic. That 2023 grand final etched Walters into lore, a heart-stopping thriller where his Broncos pushed the Panthers to the wire, Reece Walsh's magic and Payne Haas's fury nearly toppling the dynasty. Losing 26-24 stung like hell, but it was no defeat, it was a declaration. Brisbane had arrived, and Walters was the architect, his win rate climbing to near 50%, players preaching his gospel of resilience. Fans chanted his name, experts hailed a new era. Yet, beneath the glory, storm clouds gathered. Off-field pressures mounted, family tolls from endless scrutiny, whispers of favoritism and selections, and a CEO eyeing bolder moves. Walters poured his soul into 2024 prep, plotting tweaks for premiership glory. But as the season dawned, disaster struck early. Injuries ravaged the spine, Walsh's concussion was lingered, and momentum evaporated like morning dew. 4 straight losses mid-year? Unthinkable. The board huddled, eyes darting to rivals thriving under fresh blood. Was loyalty a luxury the Broncos could no longer afford? Then came the bombshell, a mid-September thunderclap that silenced Suncorp. Kevin Walters sacked, the club citing a mutual parting but reeking of cold calculation. Players were blindsided, legends like Darren Lockyer admitting the call tore at his gut. It wasn't popular, he confessed, but necessary for evolution. The real dagger? Player feedback from an exhaustive review painted Walters as too lenient, unable to deliver the tough love needed against NRL sharks. Garbage, Walters later fired back, insisting his style built champions, not broke spirits. Toll on family? Undeniable, he'd aged a decade in 4 years. But the unspoken truth: a 10th place finish after grand final glory screamed regression, win rate stagnant, and the board craving Michael Maguire's iron-fisted reinvention. Surprise twist: Broncos insiders revealed Walters had been plotting a 2025 dynasty, only for the axe to fall pre-awards night. Heartbroken, he fronted the media, voice cracking, vowing unfinished business. But as doors slammed in Brisbane, another cracked open halfway across the world. Could redemption await in green and gold? Fast forward to July 2025, and Walters' Phoenix rise stunned the league. Appointed Kangaroos coach for the Ashes, a 12-month gig thrusting him into international fire against England. No safety net, just raw pressure to revive Australia's dominance. He assembled a squad blending youth and grit, echoing his Broncos blueprint, but doubts lingered. Critics sniped at his soft tag, fans questioned if the sacking scarred him. Yet, in Leeds, magic unfolded: a 3-0 whitewash, clinical dismantling of the Palms, Walsh starring under his wing again. Moments of brilliance, late tries sealing glory, Yeo captaining through chaos vindicated his vision. But here's the gut punch cliffhanger: despite the sweep, whispers swirl of contract limbo, greats grumbling the Roos never hit top gear, attack lackluster. Walters reflects raw: would have been nice for Broncos to believe, but this? Once in a lifetime. Unfinished business calls World Cup? NRL return? The legend's next chapter dangles like a grubber kick into the unknown. This is Aussie NRL Updates, delivering the raw, unfiltered pulse of rugby league down under. Don't miss a beat. As Walters stares down the horizon, one truth burns bright: in the NRL, heroes fall, but the greats always rise. The sacking scarred him, sure, but fuel the fire that's only just ignited. What happens next? Extension, exile, or epic comeback? Drop your predictions below, like if this tale gripped you, share with your footy crew, and subscribe to Aussie NRL Updates for the verdicts as they drop. Thanks for watching. Stay loyal, stay fierce. Until next time, keep the faith in the fray. Imagine waking up to the headline that the man who took the Broncos from laughingstock to grand final heroes in just 2 years had been sacked before his morning coffee went cold. Not resigned. Not moved on. Sacked. Kevin Walters, the spiritual son of Wayne Bennett, the 5-time premiership ghost still haunting Red Hill, was told his services were no longer required while the ink was still wet on the 2024 player review that apparently damned him. Fans thought it was a prank. Players thought it was a mistake. Even the security guard at Broncos HQ thought someone had hacked the website, but it was real, and the knife was already twisting. The official line was polite corporate poison, standards, direction, evolution. The unofficial line leaked like a busted pipe. Players, in anonymous exit interviews, called him too matey, too reluctant to drop bombs in the sheds, too slow to bench big names when form nosedived. One star reportedly said Kev treated the joint like a family barbecue instead of a war room. The board heard war room and hired Michael Maguire,